Hello, welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back to you too, Doug. You going back to school next week?
Yay.
Get you out of the house.
Yeah.
17 November.
Yeah.
Freedom Day for your parents.
A day to remember for all of humanity.
What's happening in the racing world, Douglas? Oh, hang on. What about the T20 semi-final?
Oh, what a innings in the last... What's his name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah. And Jimmy Neesham.
27 off 11 balls.
Yeah. Come on. Sunday night. Pakistan or Australia. Who do you want to play?
Probably Pakistan, but it's probably going to be pretty close, I assume.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. For all our Australian friends there, I actually hope it's Pakistan. I just think against Australia, with cricket, sometimes we just have a mental block.
Because we just want to beat them so badly.
Yeah, it's just like, too much, that little brother, big brother thing,
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk
horse racing.
horse racing.
Last Saturday, Raposa Rapido won the listed Legacy Lodge Stakes.
Paid $55. The second longest odds winner ever. Iridani was the longest. She did heat it at 50 to 1. He was magnificent. Come back super. 1200 too short for him. Drew wide. Sat 3 wide the trip. Hooked out. Hit the front. Hung on. Super win. We had a 20 to 1 shot win this race fresh up a few years ago. Save the moment. Very, very similar. He was a miler and raced really well fresh up. So fantastic. He's in for a great prep, and it's prompted us to put a nomination in for the railway for him, even though I think 1400 to a mile is probably going to be better for him. So, super win.
Chablis was successful at Rosehill.
Yeah, so he's won 3 of his last 4 now. Very good win. He was unlucky last start, got shuffled back at the wrong time. He hit the front, and he won quite easily, but he just wandered around in front a little bit, and it was a very good win. One of our French imports from the UK, and we're looking to buy from the French Horses and Training Sale on Monday, and they're ready to run next week as well. So if you're interested in sharing one of these horses, give me an email. I'll put you on the list of updates. So he was very good. He's a very progressive staying horse. He'll be even better when he gets to 2,000 metres.
And on Tuesday, Barraboy won by over 4 lengths.
Yeah, 4 1/4 killed him. Really nice horse. Looking forward to derbies by Savabeel. Should have been born in blinkers, this horse. First up, we left the blinkers off, and he just sort of only did what he had to. Second up with the blinkers on, he was just way too good. Level we think might go to the Wellington Giddies now. Group 3 race for him. But he's going to get better when he gets to 2,000 metres as well. He's a real derby chance for us in 2022.
Moving on to this week, on Friday at Awapuni, race 2, we have GC.
Yeah, he's been off the scene for a long time, just a few issues here and there, but he's back, he's healthy, he's had 2 trials for 2 wins. He was in on Tuesday but drew badly, so we scratched, and he goes to Palmerston North. As long as the track stays good or reasonably good, Barrier 6, Danielle Johnson 9, he'll acquit himself very well. He'll be hard to beat, I think.
And then on Saturday at Tauranga, race 2, we have Divine Sava.
Yeah, unfortunately, drawn Barrier 13 of 13, and we scratched her earlier in the week because she had a wide draw. She's a horse we want to educate and get amongst horses, and from that barrier, she's probably going to get back to last, make things very difficult for her. So she's almost certain to be scratched, and will race instead next Tuesday at Rotorua.
And at Riccarton, race 4, we have Darcy Palmer.
He was very good last Saturday. Drew terrible barrier draw, but ran the fastest last 600, 400 and 200 of the race. Stormed home. Gets a much better barrier draw this week. Drops in weight slightly. Danielle Johnson jumps on. I think he is a very good each way chance from this barrier draw on Saturday. He'll run really well.
And at Newcastle, race 4, we have Mighty Beale, Lord Armour and Chablis, starting with Mighty Beale.
Yeah, 3 horses, 130,000 Australian dollar race over 1,850 metres. Mighty Beale, a very good second last start in a strangely run race. He was a long way from the leaders at the 800, and he got close to winning. Barrier 6, much better barrier draw. He'll slot in. As long as we don't get too much rain, there's a bit of rain due. If it got really wet, you'd be a little bit worried about him on the track, but as long as it doesn't rain, he'll be awfully hard to beat. Can bounce back very quickly. Drop some weight from last start too. And the second horse, Douglas?
Lord Ardmore.
Won Mighty Beale's race last time. Super ride. Hit the front as they turned in and was just too strong. Was strong on the post. Goes up in weight, so Mighty Beale's better off against him in the weights. He's got a wider draw too, so he's going to have to roll forward, I think, from that draw. If there's a bit of rain around, it won't bother him as much as some other horses, I don't think. He's a really nice each-way chance. It's hard to split the two of them. On Saturday, probably with the barrier draw on a good track, you'd lean towards Mighty Beale. If a bit of rain comes, you'd lean towards Lord Ardmore. And the third runner?
Chablis.
Chablis had an awkward barrier draw as well. As you know, he won last week. He's won 3 of 4. With the awkward barrier draw and on the quick backup, we might just scratch him and wait a week, I think, and go. There's a race for him next week over 2,000 metres with $130,000. So we might just wait for that. We'll wait and see what scratchings and things look like. When we do them on the quick backup, like them to draw well so they can get a soft run, and he's drawn a bit awkward and there's some good races coming up. So likely to be scratched, but wait and see.
Then moving on Saturday at Kembla Grange, race 4, we have... Sorry, I don't know what that was.
Count on me.
Count on me, that's it.
Really, really nice staying horse. Bought him from the Red Runs last year. Hugh Bowman gave him a very good rap after his last trial. John O'Shea trains him, really likes him. He's a 2,000 metre horse plus. He's a 3-year-old. 1,300 metres on Saturday. So if he runs, he may not run because it looks like they're going to get a lot of rain. It could be a heavy track. If it's a heavy track, he won't run. We'll hold him back. Otherwise, he'll get back and he'll be hitting the line well. Probably not a betting or proposition, but I tell you what, third up over a mile, you'll want to be on him.
And then finally, at Waverley on Sunday, race 3, we have Silky Red Fox.
Has really come on for his last run. He's probably looking for a mile, actually, but he's going 1,400. He's got a good barrier draw. He'll run well. He'll improve on his last start effort with that under his belt. Only question mark being he wants a good track and there's rain due. If it gets a bit wet into the slow track area, we'll have to scratch him. But if it remains in the good to dead, he'll run well. And he'll probably be over the odds. He's a nice little each way chance.
Now we move on to Bet of the Week. And this week's Bet of the Week at the New Zealand Cup, race 10, is D&G.
Yes, so D&G he has won the New Zealand Cup previously. Goes up in weight, but it's a 54 kilo minimum, and she's got a 57 kilos, so it's not too bad. Loves the 2 miles. I think it's going better than when she won the Cup. Lovely barrier draw of 4. There'll be a lot of horses not see out the distance. Last week was fine. It was a nice warm up. I think she'll be awfully hard to beat, and I think $14 a win and $4.20 a place. Fixed odds, I think, is overs. It's a D&G in the New Zealand Cup. Boom!
And that concludes TubeTalk.
It does. Thank you very much, Douglas. And we'll see you next week. And anyone interested in horses from those sales, let me know. Bye.
Moving up on the outside is Stuck With You. Odd the favourite at that point, and Riverstock's been shuffled back to last. So Jojo is a man just in front. From So United, Mike Rona's pulling out. Then Dream Runner behind them, Stuck With You. Labouring now, and Mighty Beale is looking to peel to the outside. Oh, put in a pocket by Stuck With You. Into the straight now. So United lays it down to Jojo as a man. Dream Runner's had a good run. Mighty Beale goes back to the inside. Dream Runner at the 200 moved up to take the lead. Mighty Beale's getting the rails running, trying to pull it back and doing a big job of it now. Mighty Beale up the inside, went past Dream Runner, a gap back to Dream With You, Stuck With You, but it's a nice win there to Mighty Beale. It nearly went pear-shaped.